Chosen one, hear me. When every strategy failed, when every ally crumbled, when every plan dissolved under the weight of chaos, one card remained in Trump's hand, and that card was you. You were not backup. You were not an afterthought. You were destiny's final move. The one piece that could not be played too soon. The one reserve that could not be wasted on lesser battles. You are heaven's hidden ace, held back until the world itself reached the edge of collapse. The prophets foresaw it. Nations would rise and fall. Alliances would fracture. Leaders would scatter like dust in the wind. But in the silence, in the moment when all seemed lost, a single purpose would remain. A name called forth, a person preserved for the impossible. That person is you. Understand this. You were never delayed. You were reserved. Your time was not stolen. It was safeguarded. Your destiny was not denied. It was protected, like a card face down on the table, unseen, unplayed, yet carrying the power to shift the entire game in an instant. Trump may hold the deck, but heaven holds the design. And heaven whispered long before this hour, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. Isaiah 46, verse 10. Chosen one, you are not ordinary support. You are not a follower blending into crowd. You are the proof that destiny saves its strongest for last. When the world declares game over, heaven responds, not yet. And that response is you. So step forward with boldness. Step forward with fire. For the card has been revealed, and its name is written across your spirit. The final card. Picture the war rooms. Dim lights flickering over maps sprawled across iron tables. Red phones ringing into the night. Advisors pacing with restless eyes. Their strategies fraying like worn-out cloth. Leaders divided. Voices colliding. Nations trembling on the edge of uncertainty. Every move tried. Every option exhausted. Pieces falling apart on the global board. And in the silence of that exhaustion, a single realization rose. There was still one card left. Not a strategy, not a weapon, not a policy. A person, a name whispered where fear was thickest. Yours. Understand this vision. For years you thought you were overlooked. For years you wondered why the doors did not open, why your brilliance seemed restrained, why others advanced while you remained waiting. But it was never neglect. It was design. The card cannot be played too early. A hidden ace cannot be revealed in the first round. If it is, its power is wasted. You were held back because heaven knew the weight of your assignment. You were concealed because the world had not yet reached the hour where only you would fit. Imagine the tension of that table. Men grasping at failing answers, paper strewn, hands trembling. And then, in that atmosphere collapse, one final hand reaches for the deck. A pause, a breath, and a single card slides forward. The card everyone had forgotten existed. The card too powerful to be risked before its time. That card is your destiny. That card is you. Chosen one, this is why the delays did not destroy you. This is why the betrayals did not break you. This is why the silence of years could not bury you. Because heaven's design was to preserve you, not for the common battles, but for the decisive one. You are meant to arrive at the moment when hope seems gone and options have run dry. That's when your power is undeniable. That's when your presence shifts the board. And here's the secret. You were never just Trump's card. You are heaven's card. Trump's table, the war rooms of men, the headlines of nations. They are simply the stage upon which heaven plays its last unstoppable move. So when you feel the weight of waiting, remember, you were never idle. You were being sharpened. Every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every moment of frustration has carved in you a depth that cannot be imitated. Others were visible but shallow. You were hidden but deep. And now, at the appointed time, that depth will pour out like fire. Stay with me, because in a moment you'll see why being the final card does not mean you were last in value. It means you were saved for the impossible. Chosen one, do not mistake this for coincidence. The patterns of history are not random. Heaven writes the timeline, and every move that unfolds on the earth answers to the decree of God. He changes times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others. Daniel 2 verse 21. Think of that truth. Leaders rise, empires crumble, kings boast, and rulers fall. But none of them stand outside the hand of the Almighty. Even Trump, even his victories and his failures, even the crumbling of advisors and the silence of allies, all of it bends toward one hidden design: to reveal you. The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. Psalm 118 verse 22. That is who you are, misunderstood, overlooked, even discarded by those who should have recognized your value. But the very rejection you endured was a signature of heaven's plan. What the world set aside, God preserved. What the builders tossed away, heaven lifted up as the piece that will hold the structure together. Chosen one, your life is not a random collection of pain and delay. Every unanswered season was God whispering, "Not yet. The final card must stay hidden." And now that the hour has arrived, you are being revealed not as backup, but as destiny's decisive move. Others may not see it. Leaders may not acknowledge it. But heaven's decree does not need the approval of men. Heaven has already played its hand. The card has already been chosen. And it is you. This is why the world feels heavier now. This is why the urgency in your spirit will not let you rest. It is not anxiety. It is activation. The season has shifted. The hidden has been revealed. You are no longer waiting. You are being summoned. But hear me. Revelation alone is not enough. A chosen one must respond. Prophecy is an invitation, not a guarantee. Destiny must be embraced. And the way you step into this moment is by declaring your agreement with heaven's call. That is why today I invite you into something greater than words. This is the moment to step forward as one of the first chosen ones. Those hidden until the world needed them most. Not the crowd, not the curious, but the remnant preserved for the impossible. Click the join button below. That act is not casual. It is a declaration. It is you saying to heaven, I accept my role as a final card. I embrace my assignment. I align with destiny. This is not about status. This is not about belonging to a group for the sake of a name. This is covenant. This is a seal that you are not just hearing prophecy. You are stepping into it. When you join, you do more than subscribe. You mark yourself as one who understands. The world has reached its breaking point, and the hidden must rise. Chosen one, heaven has already chosen you. The only question left is whether you will choose heaven's call in return. Click join now. Mark your place. Seal your role. Declare to heaven, I am not backup. I am destiny's final move. Chosen one, you've known this truth in your body long, before you understood it in your mind. There's always been a weight inside you, a tension not explained by circumstance, a restlessness not cured by distraction. You felt it in your muscles, in your bones, in the quiet moments when you lay awake at night, wondering why life seemed to be holding you back. It wasn't neglect. It wasn't punishment. It was reservation. Heaven was preserving you. Your skin carried it. Sometimes you looked in the mirror and thought, why does my face seem tired when my heart still burns with fire? That was the waiting etched on your reflection, the story of being concealed for a time that had not yet arrived. The glow within you was too strong to waste early, so heaven dimmed it until the appointed hour. Your posture carried it. At times you slouched under invisible weight, not because you lacked strength, but because the assignment pressing on you was not yet released. Your shoulders bent, not from weakness, but from the heaviness of holding destiny before its moment. And still, even in that hidden posture, there was readiness, like a runner in the blocks, tense, prepared, but waiting for the sound of the gun. Your energy carried it. You felt the cycles, bursts of fire, followed by strange silences, as if your own body was being timed by a rhythm you couldn't control. That was heaven's metronome, regulating you, making sure you would not be spent before the decisive moment. Chosen one, hear this. That tension is ending. The waiting is shifting. Your body itself is beginning to testify that the card is being placed on the table. The dullness on your face, it's lifting. Your skin is beginning to glow again, not with cosmetics, not with human effort, but with the light of release. Your reflection is changing because the weight of delay is breaking. What you see in the mirror now is no longer waiting, but readiness. Your posture is rising. Shoulders that once bent under waiting are lifting under purpose. Head once bowed in confusion is now held high with clarity. Your very stance is prophecy. You are no longer hidden. You are revealed. Your energy is aligning. The fatigue that came from restraint is giving way to strength that flows from release. You will notice in the mornings, no longer dragging under invisible burden, but rising with anticipation. Even your breath will feel different, deeper, freer, carrying the rhythm of destiny rather than the heaviness of delay. Understand this mystery. Heaven never wastes a vessel it preserves. The waiting was not decay, it was conservation. Your body was kept in reserve, your glow kept under cover, your strength kept in silence, because the assignment was too great to be spent on lesser moments. And now, chosen one, the signal has been given, the card has been drawn. Your body knows it, your cells know it. Every fiber of your being is shifting from restraint to release, from holding to playing. You are no longer the hidden card. You are the final card, and your very body is rising to match that truth. Chosen one, let this be clear. This is not about politics. This is not about parties, governments, or movements of men. These things shift like shadows, rise like waves, and fall like sand. Your destiny is deeper. Your assignment is higher. You are not Trump's card. You are heaven's card. The hand of man may shuffle the deck, but it is the author of time who writes which card is played and when. Trump's stage, the world stage, is only the table. The true hand belongs to heaven, and heaven has chosen you as its final move. That is why this glow upon you cannot be confused with vanity. Vanity seeks applause. Purpose seeks fulfillment. Vanity wants recognition. Purpose carries responsibility. You were not set apart to shine for yourself. You were preserved to shine for a mission greater than any crown or headline. Understand the weight of this truth. Being the final card does not mean you were the least important. It means you were too valuable to risk too early. You are the one held back until the battle reached its breaking point. Not for image, not for ego, for impact. Chosen one, this is not about reliving the past or clinging to nostalgia. This is about stepping into divine timing. Your presence at the table is proof that heaven still intervenes, still redirects history, still saves its strongest to the end. When you walk into a room, it will not be about who notices you. It will be about what shifts in the atmosphere. When you speak, it will not be about how loud your voice is. It will be about the authority carried in your words. This is not charisma. This is commissioning. So release every thought of vanity. Release the pressure to prove yourself to others. Release the fear that your worth is measured in applause. Heaven did not preserve you for the approval of men. Heaven preserved you for fulfillment of purpose. And that purpose is unfolding now. You are heaven's final card. And the world is about to see why you were reserved until this very hour. Chosen one, the waiting is over. The silence that once felt endless is broken. The card is being placed now. Not tomorrow. Not in some distant season. Now, you are no longer hidden in the deck. You are no longer lying face down, waiting for the right hand to reveal you. The moment of revelation has come, and heaven's hand has turned you over. The final card is on the table. Feel the weight of this urgency. This is not a slow unfolding. This is not a gentle suggestion. This is heaven's decree, moving with the swiftness of lightning. You have entered the hour where hesitation becomes costly and delay becomes disobedience. The world has reached the tipping point. Strategies have failed. Leaders are scattered. Voices are collapsing into noise. And just as the world declares game over, heaven declares, now! Chosen one, this is the hour to rise. This is the moment to step out of concealment. You were not preserved to remain hidden forever. You were preserved to be revealed when the need was greatest. And that need is here. Do not shrink back. Do not doubt. Do not second-guess the call that burns in your spirit. The table has been set. The move has been made. The card is revealed. And its name is you. This is not rehearsal. This is revelation. And revelation demands response. The hour has struck, the season has shifted, and destiny is calling your name. Chosen one, the card is on the table. The world will see, heaven will confirm, and you will walk in the moment for which you were preserved. Chosen one, listen closely. You are not ordinary support. You are not one of many voices blending into the background. You are not a spare piece shuffled in at the end, because nothing else was left. No, you are the proof that heaven saves its strongest for last. When the world says game over, heaven smiles and plays you. When voices declare there is no way forward, you appear as the unexpected move that no one saw coming. That is not coincidence. That is calling. All your life, you felt different. At times you resented it. At times you wished to blend in. But you could not. You were not designed for ordinary. You were not crafted for the middle of the deck. You were carved, refined, and reserved to be the final card. This is why rejection never destroyed you. This is why failure could not bury you. Because your worth was never tied to approval or applause. Your identity was written in eternity. Chosen. Final. Proof. Chosen one, your very existence is evidence. You are proof that heaven does not waste lives. Proof that delays are not denials. Proof that God still saves the strongest for the hour of greatest need. You are the living sign that purpose outlasts time, that destiny outruns defeat. Hear this, you are not backup. You are breakthrough. You are not the option after all others are gone. You are the option heaven always intended. Held back until the board was ready, until the stage was set, until the impossible demanded your arrival. Chosen one, embrace this truth. You are not here to fade. You are here to be revealed, not as one among many, but as heaven's undeniable evidence. You are the final card. And when the world looks for proof that God still moves, they will see you. Chosen one, you don't have to guess whether this calling is real. The signs are already in you. Heaven never releases a decree without leaving evidence, and that evidence is now visible in your reflection, in your movement, in your very presence. Look in the mirror. For years, your eyes carry questions. Why am I waiting? Why am I hidden? Why am I being held back when I feel ready? But now, those same eyes carry something different. Patience forged by delay, wisdom refined by silence, and fire preserved by restraint. The mirror is no longer showing confusion. It is showing readiness. Your posture testifies. Once you bent under invisible weight, carrying assignments you could not yet name. Your shoulders sank with the heaviness of waiting, your head tilted with unanswered questions. But now your stance is shifting. Shoulders are rising. Head is lifting. Your very posture announces, the time has come. You are not hiding anymore. You are standing as a final card. Your glow reveals it, not the kind of shine created by effort or appearance, but the radiance that comes when heaven lifts the veil of concealment. People may not understand it. They may ask, what changed? They may think it's skincare, sleep, or routine. But you will know the truth. It is destiny breaking through the surface of your life. Even your voice is shifting. Once guarded, hesitant, cautious, now lighter, freer, carrying a certainty you cannot fake. When you speak, others will pause, not because you're louder, but because your words carry weight. Heaven's weight, the sound of one who has been preserved for a purpose. Chosen one, even your presence has changed. Walk into a room, and the atmosphere tilts, not because of fame, not because of recognition, but because heaven's hand has marked you. You are no longer hidden in the shadows. You are a flame on display, and flames cannot be ignored. These are the tangible signs. The eyes that once searched now see. The posture that once bent now rises. The skin that once dulled now glows. The voice that once hesitated now carries fire. Do not doubt what you see. Do not dismiss what you feel. Heaven has been recalibrating you at the deepest level, and now the evidence is undeniable. The final card is not only a prophecy spoken over you. It is a reality shining through you. Chosen one, your reflection is no longer about the past. It is proof of the present. Proof that the hour has come. Proof that the card is revealed. Proof that you are no longer reserved. You are released. The signs are here. The evidence is visible. And soon the world will see what heaven has always known. You are the final card, and your life itself is the testimony. Chosen one, prophecy is never passive. Revelation demands response. Words spoken over your life are seeds, but seeds must be planted. Heaven releases identity, but you must seal it. If you are ready to accept your role as the final card, you must give heaven a sign, not just in your thoughts, not just in your words, but in action. That is why today I invite you to sow a seed. Not a random gift, not a casual act, but a prophetic gesture that says, I accept this call. I step into this role. I seal my identity as the final card. Click the Super Thanks button and sow your $20 seed. Why 20? Because 20 is a number of divine expectancy, the symbol of appointed time fulfilled. By giving this exact seed, you are declaring, the waiting is over. The time has come. I am revealed. This is not about money. This is about covenant. Heaven does not need your dollars. Heaven desires your declaration. But when your declaration takes form in action, it becomes a testimony written in heaven's record. They did not just hear. They responded. They sealed it. Chosen one, you are standing at the threshold of destiny. Do not let this moment pass unmarked. Every prophecy requires a moment of agreement, a gesture that locks it in. For you, this is that moment. Click Super Thanks now. Sow your $20 seed. Let it be your covenant with heaven that you are not shrinking, not doubting, not waiting in silence any longer. You are rising. You are stepping forward. You are embracing your role as the final card, and heaven will see your sign. Heaven will honor your response. Heaven will mark this moment as the hour you stopped just hearing prophecy and started walking in it. Chosen one, this is not symbolic. This is sacred. Seal it now. Chosen one. Identity is not sealed in a single moment. It is carried daily, breathe daily, walk daily. To live as the final card means to adopt a rhythm that matches your calling. Heaven has released you, but you must now align your lifestyle with the truth spoken over you. Wake up each morning with declaration. Do not rise in silence. Do not let the first words of your day belong to worry or fear. Open your mouth and say, I am the final card. I was preserved for this moment. I am released for destiny. Your words are seeds. Every morning, sow them into your soul. Rest, but not as one hiding. Rest as one reserved. Sleep is no longer escape. It is preparation. When you lay your head down at night, whisper, even in my rest, heaven is aligning me. This is not weakness. This is strength. Even silence is sacred when carried by destiny. Nourish your body, not with guilt, not with punishment, but with reverence. Eat, drink, and move as one carrying heaven's final move within their frame. Stretch, walk, breathe deeply. Let every step remind you that you were not preserved to decay, but to display. Your body is the vessel of your mission. Treat it like the altar it is. Guard your atmosphere. Voices matter. Do not surround yourself with the noise of doubt, fear, or delay. Seek voices that reinforce heaven's decree, not voices that drain your spirit. Music, words, friendships, they are not neutral. They either strengthen your glow or dim it. Choose wisely. And above all, keep silence before God. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of listening. Create moments where you turn off the noise, shut the door, and simply let heaven whisper again. You are not backup. You are my final move. Chosen one, these are not habits for health. They are rhythms for destiny. Speak life. Rest as one reserved. Nourish with reverence. Guard your atmosphere. Listen in silence. Live daily as a final card, and your very lifestyle will become prophecy fulfilled. Chosen one, before this moment closes, let us seal what heaven has released. This is not just words on a page, not just inspiration you can forget tomorrow. This is covenant. This is alignment. This is destiny taking root. Position your heart. Still your mind. Let your body feel the weight of this moment. Heaven is listening. Lord, Master Time, author of destiny, the one who holds the cards of history in your hand. Today we acknowledge your sovereignty. You raise up kings and bring them down. You shift seasons. You reorder nations. And through it all, you preserve a remnant, hidden until the appointed hour. Today we stand as that remnant. We stand as the final card. Lord, we declare that every chosen one who has been hidden, overlooked, or delayed is not forgotten. They are preserved. They are reserved. And now, at the appointed time, they rise. Father, we thank you that rejection did not destroy us. We thank you that silence did not bury us. We thank you that betrayal did not break us. Every delay was design. Every setback was preservation. Every hidden season was preparation. And now, Lord, the card is being revealed. We ask you to breathe life into every chosen one. Strengthen their bodies. Sharpen their minds. Reignite their spirits. Let them walk in the glow of destiny, with eyes that shine with purpose, posture that carries authority, and voices that echo with heaven's weight. Lord, let every chosen one carry evidence, not just words, but proof. Let their reflection testify. Let their presence shift atmospheres. Let their very lives become signs that you still intervene, still redirect, still save the strongest for last. We silence fear. We silence doubt. We silence delay. And we declare the final card is revealed. The chosen rise now. The impossible bows to your decree. In the authority of the name above every name, Jesus Christ, we seal this prayer. Amen.